Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. I'm Tamara Erskine for all of those who haven't met me before. I do videos on lifestyle, makeup, and momming. So if you're new here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on my new content. Now, today we're going to be talking about the Makeup Shayla Colourpop Collaboration Palette, the new Perception Palette, which is this here. This beautiful new palette came out on April 27th. If you're anything like me, whether that be a mom, a makeup junkie, or realist shopper, you're gonna know that emotional buying is probably not the best for your pocket. I waited a couple weeks to get it. I wanted to see what the reviews were on it before getting it and kind of evaluate if it was really a purchase that I needed to add to my collection. So just a few fun facts. This palette was created by Shayla Mitchell, known in the beauty community as Makeup Shayla. She's a YouTuber, she is a makeup artist. She is renowned for her honest opinion on all things makeup. So it was only perfect that she teamed up with Colourpop to release this beautiful palette. Now, this palette has 16 shades, most of them warm brown, monochromatic colors. However, there are also a few colors on this side to add a pop of color inspiration. This palette is priced nicely at $23, which means you get 16 shades at approximately $1.44 a piece. That is great value. So I'm going to take the time, explore this palette so you can see in a brief tutorial how it will work for you and how its performance holds up to see if it's worth the value. And if that's what you want to see, stay tuned and keep watching. I've already done the rest of my face and my eyelids, so I'm going to get started and show you how easy it is to create a look with this palette. Now, I will be honest with you, I haven't used this palette before because I wanted to give you a really good first impression of it. Starting off with Culture, which is this tan color here. Oh my goodness, there's so much pigment on that. I barely tapped it a few times. Going right into my lid. Now, I am looking away from the camera, but it's because I have the mirror here, which is really nice to be able to have such a big mirror on a palette. I know some palettes have gone the way of not including a mirror, but oh my goodness, it makes a difference for me. So just spreading this all across my eyelid, creating a nice color base to start with. We're going to see where this takes us. I'm going to try to keep it simple for you because most of you are probably going to try to keep it simple as well. So just really laying that pigment in there, but trying to keep it subtle. Next, going in with Revenge, which is a warm brown color here. I like how she includes so many brown shades. It makes it really easy to use this palette in different ways. I'm going to work this in on the outer edge of my eye just to create some depth here. And on the inner corners of my eyelid as well. Just laying in the color there. I like how this feels on my eye. It's not too dark, so it kind of feels like it's hard to mess up right away. I mean, it is really pigmented and you can make it too dark, but I noticed that it's really buildable. Going to blend that through along the top sides. Now I'm going to take Diva, which is a warm gold here, and warm gold, yeah, that's a warm gold, and I'm gonna place that right on the center of my eyelid. Oh my goodness, that is so pretty! Oh my goodness. I was not expecting that. I'm seriously, I am just picking up this palette today because I wanted a true impression for you. Wow. Okay, so the way that this gold is laying on here, it almost feels like it goes with my skin color. This is one of those colors that would play really well on many different skin tones, and I like Shayla for doing that. Then I'm going to take Spill the Tea, which is a light rose gold. I like how buttery these feel. It's not like there's fallout. I really have very little fallout. And for colored shadows, you almost expect it, and I'm not seeing that here, so that's cool. I'm going to place that right on the center of my lid. So the very center, concentrating it mostly on the bottom portion of my lid, just building that upward. Same thing on the other side. Then I'm going to use my Urban Decay Waterline eye pencil and line my lower lash line. Then there's that blue 14 here, lining my lower lash line. See, I like how dark blue this is. I have another palette. If you've watched my videos, you've seen me use the Huda Beauty Electric Obsessions palette. That one has a bright blue, and I like how dark this one is. It really, really goes well with the warm browns and golds in this palette. I'm going to take a smudge brush and go in the color Revenge. For my inner eyes, I'm using Unbothered, which is that champagne color here up top. And going to just place that in my inner eye corner here and on the other side. Do this to brighten up the inner corners of my eyes. Now this one I thought would be a little bit more vibrant. Oh, you know what? With this one I did read that it works better with Fix Plus spray or some sort of mixing medium. There we go. That brightens that up quite a bit. I like that. And you can do that with any color that there's not as much payoff as you thought there would be. Just go in with Fix Plus spray on it. Whenever I do a sort of pop of color, I like to go in with a brown liner instead. So the focus is not only on the eyeshadows on my eyes, but that pop of color is more vibrant without the black against it. I'm going to quickly do a wing liner. You've seen this done before. While my lash glue is drying, I'm going to do my lips using the Neat Freak lip gloss from the Shayla Colourpop collection. This is another one of those items that are supposed to be pretty universal. It's a rose gold sort of glittery gloss. Now I'll swatch it once for you because I'm actually going to put it over another Lippie. I'm going to swatch it here. Ooh. I don't know if you can see it. It's a super glossy kind of color there. And it's not too thick and it's not sticky either. That's one of the reasons I like it so much. I'm gonna take a Colourpop Lippie Neat Freak, which is a purpley color. Ooh, that's really purple. I have a color very similar to this from MAC. I don't know if you guys remember MAC Heroine, which is kind of that 90s purple color. I like how smooth and creamy this is. I hate to get the gloss wand dirty, but I'm actually going to put this over the purple here. I will say I am not a fan of this wand. It seems so tiny. I mean, I don't know. It could just be that I'm used to bigger applicators, but I would be here all day trying to apply lip gloss. Forgot about my lash glue, but we'll see how that works. Using the Ardell Faux Mink lashes in 817. Just a wispy lash. I'm gonna put those on real quick here. Got on my lashes, just gonna brighten up my highlight. Nothing too fatal. So as far as performance goes, I believe that this palette performs pretty well. There are a few of the colors that I use today, and I don't know what can be said of the other ones, but unbothered and spill the tea, I had to dampen them up with a Fix Plus spray so they would really give off that pigmentation that I'm used to. Other than that, I really like this one. I like the color range. I like how they lay on my eyes. I like how easily they blend, and even that there are more warm tone colors in here, and then you can mix in the colors. So you have a lot of monochromatic brown colors, but then you can easily mix in the blacks and the blues and the greens and the purple just to brighten up your look or find another place within your look to match what you're wearing that day. For me, this is I'm gonna say a nice 4.5 stars out of 5, mostly because I'm having to mix another product with it to get it to have that true color payoff. But that by no means depreciates the value of what this palette really has to offer. If you would like to see swatches of this palette, go ahead and stay tuned. I'm gonna briefly swatch each of the colors from the Perception palette. This palette is too pretty not to swatch it for you, so I'm going to do that. And I'll just leave the names of the ones I'm swatching for you. So this first one is Unbothered. I did read a review that they don't swatch as well as they apply to the lid, so take this for a grain of salt. Spill the Tea. This is a warmer red, Strut and Slay. Revenge. TF, we know what that means. Ooh, that one swatched pretty well. Then Diva, Culture, Thick, Titus, the next color is this greenish color called IE. Ooh, I'm gonna have to play around with that color. It's kind of a green color there. Then Sassy, kind of a gray green teal mixture there. Then Played Out, that's a matte plum color. Looks really dark, but it's a matte plum. So let's see, Stallion. Oh, that's pretty. 14, which is a deep blue. Then September, which is a shimmery purple fuchsia color. That one doesn't swatch as well as it looks. I'm gonna try that again. A little bit. It's September there. Last but not least, Shade. So those are the swatches, guys. What do you think? Is it something that you would buy? Leave it in the comments below. So final thoughts. This is a good palette to get if you can get your hands on it. It's worth it unless you have a ton of other colors that are similar. With all of that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial review of the Shayla Colourpop collaboration palette. It is truly exciting. I am glad that she was able to partner with a big brand. Congrats to her. Leave a comment if you have any questions. Subscribe if you've made it this far and you like what you've seen today. Also, give me a like. If you liked it, let me know. I need to know what I'm doing right. You know, I'm new. So, I'll see you guys later. Have a good day.